Why do you keep doing this?
It's just, I think it's just a lot of reps and, just continually having belief in all the teammates and continuing preaching that to all of them throughout the game. And even when we're down and late in the game, and continuing to talk to them, knowing that I believe in them, and that they need to continue to just trust what we're doing, and eventually it's going to go through.
We saw a couple hundred fans probably leaving the game. You guys were down there double digits in the fourth quarter. Any message to those folks that walked out of the stadium?
You missed a good one then. You missed a really good one, especially on senior day for all those seniors. It was great to get a win for all of them.
What was your reaction to that kick by Legion and then just the bear hug after?
Well, are you talking about just the punt there at the end too?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Weegan is an awesome player for us. He's been making plays at almost every single game, and for him to get us into that territory right away, and to set up that first the touchdown to tie it there. If you're kicking it to him, you got problems probably. You're gonna have problems on your hands. He was great. He did great all day on that side of things, and for us in that fourth quarter drive, I guess to kind of keep. Or the 2-minute drill to get down into field goal range and give Drew an opportunity. That's all we could ask for, and he ended up punching it through.
Mark, I guess for you, time and time again, fourth quarter you guys did against Penn State. You had the touchdown against Oregon. You come back from this and probably weren't happy with your performance through the first 3 quarters. I guess, how do you keep doing it in the fourth quarter, and how do you just kind of psychologically stay in the moment and kind of keep that belief? Is that just from experience? Is that from leadership, or just kind of walk me through that?
I think it's a little bit of kind of a mix of everything you kind of just said. It's a little bit of the leadership. It's a little bit of how we've done it before, that kind of mindset, because we kind of keep preaching to those guys that we have done this before. We can come back from this. It's not like it's impossible. And I know that sometimes on past teams I've been told is that this felt impossible to even just come back from a 10-point deficit late in the fourth quarter. So just continuing to preach that into those guys. And then the other thing is, we didn't play great in the first 3 quarters. The defense did a great job of kind of mixing things up. They had some great. They were playing great in the pass game. They were guarding our receivers really well. But you got to continue to stay in the present moment the entire time. No matter what happened in the past, you can't think about the future. You got to stay with your process. You can't think about the results. We keep telling our guys, one play at a time, stay in the present moment, and eventually it'll go through. And that's what happened in the fourth quarter. We just continued to go one play at a time, go 1-0 each play, and we just finished.
Mark, for the first 3 quarters, it was like a different game. Do you feel a switch flip in your mind in the fourth quarter, or can you just share with us what happened from third to fourth quarter?
Yeah, and again, I'm not happy about how the way we performed. I think they did a great job of again mixing things up. They were playing really, really hard, and that's the best football they've been playing recently. If you look at their last 2 games, continuing this one, their defense has been playing really, really well. But when it gets to that fourth quarter, it's kind of do or die time. Your backs are against the wall. It's whether you're just going to keep taking them or you're going to fight back at that point. And we're just kind of telling our guys again, just have that belief, have the belief, and we fought back and we were able to finish it.
Were you nervous before the kick?
No, when he missed the first one, I kind of got a little nervous. I was always with Drew. He does a great job in practice. He's always making field goals all the time. He's made the most field goals in Iowa history, I believe. But when he missed that first one, I got a little bit nervous. But at least we were tied game, so no matter what, we were going to overtime. And I was just really happy that he was able to finish it and put that one in.
Chad, with 41 seconds left, what was the mindset, and how big was that first pass to Benami to kind of get you rolling there?
Yeah, it was huge, and we kind of knew at that point what they were kind of giving us in that 2-minute drill. They run a lot of cover 2 in that time, and we had the Mike end up running out. He has turned away from Benami and just gave him an opportunity there, and then they made a mistake pressing Reese Vandersee at the end there, and they haven't really done that all game. Gave us an opportunity, and he made a great play there. So, it was, again, just at that point, if you get one-on-one opportunities, you got to give your playmakers an opportunity, and that's what we did there. We were able to get us into good field goal range for Drew, and we were able to finish it that way. And with his leg, we knew that we just had to get it to almost the 40-yard line, and we ended up doing more than that, which was great to see. But it's great when you only have that much space or you have that much yards to get, because you have such a great kicker, and you can believe in a guy like that.
Reese said that they kind of threw different defensive schemes at you guys than what you had seen on tape. So how long did it kind of take to figure out those defensive schemes?
Yeah, that first drive, we had a couple rollout plays that they were kind of blocking up every single route on those plays. They ended up having to just kind of throw some of those away, kind of live to fight another day. And they were continuing to almost not guess, but a lot of our run plays, they were kind of moving the corners, and or not moving the corners, but moving the safeties, blitzing into certain things, and we were trying to move the runs, but they ended up just playing really hard and getting to the running back quickly. So I mean, again, it kind of took that to that fourth quarter, and we kind of just started throwing the ball a little bit more, taking some more shots, taking some more opportunities downfield, and it ended up working out in that way.
On the pass to Reese, you said they pressed him. Did you see that pre-snap and were you pretty confident that was going to be open?
Yeah, it was kind of it's technically an option route. He has two options on that. He can either sit it or he can keep it on the go. I ended up just kind of telling him on that one that he's going to end up running a go if they ever press him on that. And you know, if you ever get one-on-one opportunity with Reese Vanders, he makes plays left and right all the time in practice, and I'm just glad to see him come down with it on the game. Come down with one in the game.
Apologies.
No, you're good.
How did you avoid maybe having your confidence wane because through 3 quarters you weren't having your best game as a passer, but yeah, you were able to push through it in the fourth quarter?
And I think again, it's just the amount of reps and time that I've put into this. I put a lot of hours and days into football. I've played a lot of football games in my life, and kind of knowing that I can do it. I've done it before. I've thrown for 300 yards in games before. It doesn't matter at what point you're at in that. I think we were at 30 yards heading into the fourth quarter. We were able to finish, I think, with 120 yards in the fourth quarter. I think we did a great job, and just continuing to believe in ourselves, and me just continuing to have belief in myself and knowing that I can take. I just got to get that out of me. I just got to bring back the confidence from, young Mark, and I did in that fourth quarter, and we were able to keep going.
Last game, you have the first half against USC is obviously really good. Second half isn't. First 3 quarters today, and then the fourth quarter. What do you feel like? What is it going to take to kind of get that consistency up with what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I think that's the main question, and see, like, a lot of games, I feel like, I mean, you can kind of look back at the Oregon game, you look back at the Indiana game, we had a slow start, but we were able to finish well in the fourth quarter, and I think that's kind of the thing. We only got 1 game left, and maybe a bowl game after. I guess we got a bowl game after that, but continuing to find that level of consistency is the thing that we've been trying to do, continue to have it throughout the entire game. And, you know, it kind of starts with me just kind of getting the things going, getting our rhythm going. I got to kind of have to go back and learn from these opportunities or these games, and talk to coach about what I like, what we need to continue to keep working on. And I guess that's the $1 million question, because every team's trying to strive for that consistency, and I think we do a great job in practice of having a standard and having a way that we practice every single day, but it just hasn't come to fruition on the field.
Last game at Kinnick, what's your favorite Kinnick moment from your time here, and where does this one rank and why?
Oh man, it's been a lot of fun playing in Kinnick. It's been a lot of fun playing for these fans. My parents have been to every single game. I love all their support. But there's been a lot of moments that have been a lot of fun here in Kinnick, and I mean, I can look back at either the Penn State one, the Penn State 67-yard run. It was a great run there, and we ended up winning that game and having a comeback win there. That was a lot of fun. And I mean, even that Oregon game, I know we ended up with the loss there, but I think that might have been one of the top 3 moments of just pure excitement when we scored with a minute left in that game. And it's just been a lot of fun, and I got to thank all the fans for continuously having supporting us. And even though, like today, it looked ugly at most times, but just continuing to have belief in us and that we'll get things done.
Was Coach Ferentz pretty emotional?
Yeah, and then, it's just cool to see how much passion he has for football and how much passion he has for us. And when he says that he loves his players, he truly does love his players. He loves his coaches, and he's been emotional almost after every single win, just because of how much he cares and how much he puts into this program. And I mean, he's been doing this thing for a long time, and I know that it's not coming to an end this year for him, but I'm sure he can kind of see that it's coming to an end at some point, and he's just trying to enjoy all these moments, and he's been having a lot of fun doing it. I know.
All right, thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.